doing the macro view of the MSI Mag B660 Tomahawk Wi-Fi DDR4. So what does macro mean? Well, we can get in a little closer in macro mode to read the print versus, if I pull away, it's all blurry, right? So we have to stay close to the motherboard. So I'm going to try and do this by sliding the motherboard around. So this is the bottom left of the motherboard. You see HD audio here. You'll see RGB and ARGB. See a couple fan headers. See some stuff that yours truly never uses, so we won't even talk about it. Two USB 2.0s. Then we see a couple of vertical SATAs. And then our front panel connector. So if we, let's see, we might be able to read that where you guys are. It's all in the angle of the light, right? So you can see your front panel connectors here, and then up above them, which ones corresponds to, right? Now, as we rotate around, there's 4 more horizontal mounted SATAs. You'll see a Type-C Charlie header, USB 3.2, 24-pin ATX power supply. And I'm going to have to move some stuff out of the way as I bump into it. Another fan header, couple fan headers there, okay. And then we see ARGB and RGB again. More fan headers. So one of these is the actual CPU cooler. Should be the one on the right, and the other one's an optional or another fan header. And then, I'll raise this up a little bit for a second. 2 1x8s for CPU power connectors. There are no more fan headers back there. Now, get up close and personally look at these. 4 USB 2.0s, DisplayPort HDMI, USB 3.2, I believe those are Gen 2s, 2.5 gig LAN. There's a Type-C. You can see the speed there. Wi-Fi 6. And then we have what should be subwoofer out, rear surround out, fiber optic out, mic in, line out, and line in. Alright. Now, as we rotate back around, we see CMOS battery. See a CMOS battery. Here is your PCIe 4.0, and then the PCIe 3.0 by 16. And this has one additional PCIe 3.0 by 1. Here is the heatsink over the M.2, and another heatsink. Now I actually have a CPU in here. You may have seen the installation video, or you will watch the installation video. So there's that. There's the writing on there. So it says LGA 1700, 1800. These are only going to be 1700. Now this MSI does have the little triangle there to help you align it with the CPU. Alright. 4 RAM slots, and then the little note should be on here somewhere. Yeah. In case you're not familiar with that, use A2 and B2. In this case, they call it DIM2. Yeah, there you go. A2, DIM A2 and DIM B2. Alright. It's upside down for you guys, but now let's go back to the CPU. I'll pop this open just so you can see the way this thing sits before you drop this down. So this will be, if you touch over here and you touch over here, it should feel the same if it's seated correctly. That green board is almost the same height as the gray frame that goes around it, right? Now, if you guys are out there and you're going to replace your basically your CPU frame, you would end up removing those two screws and the two right there. All right. Okay, folks, that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for checking it out. Please like, please subscribe. Thank you.